This thing is a lot hotter than it looks, for the record. Hello! We're here. It's here. The day has come. Immortal Empires has finally arrived. This thing is so haggard looking. It's the saddest. It is the saddest of crocodiles. With a beard. Look, I even got my power bands. I got the golden tributes. I've got my weapon that the fan community thinks I should have, but CA doesn't, so you know, it's whatever. Hello everyone.
Normally I need to pay extra
Welcome
for spicy hot scalings.
to the last stream before Immortal Empires. The final stream to guide you all through the jungles, through the paths of the old ones, through time and space, until Immortal Empires rests in your hands. Okay, now. I need my headphones. It's very difficult to fit my headphones over, or to fit this thing over my head. All right, there we go. At least you can see my eyes now. So welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Where's my jazz music? Oh my gosh. I hope it was worth the wait. I apologize for the you know what Lizardman make me think of? Jazz. I hope it was worth the wait. I do apologize for the delays. It's something we'll discuss kind of as we go through the stream. Here, I need you more over here. So you may notice I don't have a green screen anymore because I'm green and yet you can see me. That's because I actually had to upgrade to a blue screen. So I might look just a little bit different, but hello. We're not going to be in a super big rush. Also, hopefully the cosplay is fun. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really glad a Lizardman character won because I get to use this. Because I mean, who doesn't want to go into Immortal Empires wielding their Lizardman sword? Like, if you've got one, you want to use it. I mean, this thing's huge. It's like a 4.5, 5 foot blade. So it's good Gorse didn't win. In any event, actually, I'm gonna put it on this side. There we go. That way it's a little easier to see. Well, around the microphone. But so yes, I've gone full native. I'm full lizard now.
Thank you for your comment.
Show tail? Yeah, I think do I have a tail? No, I do have a tail. There's a tail. It's not a very big tail, but it is a tail. Yes, I do have my great weapon. You know, I was thinking about Gorst earlier today. And honestly, have y'all ever thought, like, listen, this is cursed. I'm about to say something very cursed, but you can't deny it's true. Does anyone else kind of think that Gorst almost looks like if Prince Zuko fell on really hard times? Like, he's got the face scar, but it's just kind of like grown to eat the red. Like, it looks like if Prince Zuko like wiped out instead of becoming like Fire Lord. I'm just saying.
Thank you for doing this stream and giving me some.
Because when I was thinking about getting Gorse cosplay, I was like, I wonder if I could like I wonder if I should get my hands on like some like Zuko face paint kind of stuff. Anyway, welcome to the stream. I've got so many messages to get caught up with. So let's not waste any time. Because I can still catch up with them if I start now. Randall Briggs. I'm gonna turn this down just a smidge. Okay. Randall Briggs, thank you so much for the 3 months of Prime. Hawk Godly, thank you for the 24 months of Prime. 2 years. Fuck. Oh, I need. Hey, if anybody's gotten like a funny clip or a screenshot of me in this stupid outfit so far, post it on the Discord so that I can post it on Twitter. Mr. Ian Telka, thank you for the 1 month. Materius, thank you for the 11 months. Fascinating, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Darth Mako, thanks for the Prime sub. Anonymous, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. You sweet bastard. ZYX WV6, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Teutonic Tomahawk, thank you for the 200 bits. Papa Chaos, thank you for the primates. For 8 months. Shadaro, thank you for the 10 months. Honey5D, thanks for the 510 bits. Lord Isaac, thanks for the 100 bits. Good Coffee Joe, thanks for the 100 bits. Unveiled Man, thanks for the 100 bits. Don't Tempt Us, thanks for the tier 1. Regaldo88, thanks for the 5 gifted. Kyrian, thanks for the 1,000 bits. DK Thavron, thanks for the 2 months. Lord Isaac, thanks for the Prime. Han One Out, thanks for the $15 tip. Holy shit, dude. Thank you very, very much. Hope you're really enjoying Final Fantasy 14, my dude. That game just looks so fun. Can we get a crazy tinfoil hat Nakai for Lizardman? Oh yeah, boy, you bet. Beerinator05, thank you for the Prime. Empathetic Chaos, thank you for the 2 months. John Locke Cole, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. And Slager, thank you for the 16 months. And then I gotta go through the hello skinks for the people that managed to get in. G-Master, welcome to the stream and hello, good morning, after evening, wherever you may be in the world. And welcome to the stream, G-Master 44, Westover 94, Alderic 9, Escapist Gaming, Greasy Soul Tooth OnlyFans, Don Mongoose, Jake Krisiak, Don't Tip Us, 1991, Underling 69, It's Nico, Chunky Dergley, Mr. Wheelman 82, The Main Plan, Getchspark, Mr. Fiddles, Defcon 1001, or no, 0001, Green Tide, Crowder, Hawk Oddly, Noob to Hire, The Cyber King, Zorol 333, Entropy, Totomi Loyalist, Hyrule L, Epic Man 117, Gothic Spike, Mintman, Missilra, Undead Skull, Big Aggie 72, Ashen Revan, Vesserath, Defsa, Juke Rats, New Jersey Radio, Mikwabeth, The Zombie Queen, Durgo 218, Karadoom, Schroeder 9000, Critical Mass 777, Enter the 64, Kitsune Adventures, Fatarius, Almighty Stump, Dakabo Daka, Oima, TTV, Finristone, Big Aggie Winrist, Next Page, Sizek 3, Unveilman 1, Zeladis, Fingolian, M. Lopez 6131, Banana Bean 03, CKT Sam, Viper Code 619, Sithis Pride, Happy Pig 329, Ridge 99, Dragon Legend X, Abercrombie 89, Ganker, Randall Brigands, Artix 555, The Draymond, Dude Man, Ariza, Terrorblades, Tuxedo, Axe, Descender 01, Good Coffee Joey, Xanatus, Steel King 10, Ashen King Doom, The Almost Derp, You Get Used to It, Pin to Me, Blue Dragon 2173, ID Phantom, Plotz Krieg, Random Guy 007, Super Ego 1989, Brandon Loves You, Joe Simon Sec 13, Podpick, I Love Shark People, Captain Squishy 42, Regaldo 88. I thought I said your name already. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh no, you gifted subs. That's why I thought I said it. Verlomeyer, Connor Hick 52, Lord Eisen, Ekater Thalion, F21, H43, Killer Killian 21, Knuckle 87, Zulfrank, and ZYXWV6. Welcome, one and all. Token Rises, thank you for the 1,000 bits. That's your first time, Jats. You son of a bitch. You beautiful bastard, you. That was very generous of you. So cosplay's okay, guys. It's got chat's approval. Y'all are pleased with the haggard crocodile. Brandon. Oh, okay, yeah, we've got some good images here. All right, I'm putting this one up on Twitter. Brandon, if we could let the YouTubers know that we're live. Ekater Thalion, thanks so much for the 15 gifted, you crazy bastard. Streaming non-stop until Immortal Empire releases. Come join the Crocodile Gang. Oops. So yeah, so blessed. Welcome to the Church of Nakai. It is very hot. This suit is so hot. Yeah, this is my true form, guys. I actually left my skin suit in the other room for this stream. Inquisitor Thomas, thank you so much Gorse? Well, maybe we'll do Gorse later this year. Who knows? Oh my god, Terrorblaze made a cutout of it already? Jesus. You're fast, dude. You're very fast. Am I planning to finish this campaign? Yeah, baby, we're going all night. We're going all night long. We're gonna see how good your endurance is, how good my endurance is. Is this a 24-hour stream? Probably not. No, it won't be. So, okay, so real quick, before we get into the gameplay, I am gonna go ahead. Oh, change to Warhammer 3. Whoops. Thank you.
Inquisitor Thomas cheered. X100. If your real form is a lizard, are you good friends with Queen Elizabeth?
Maybe way back in the day, but I don't know, dude. Like, even for reptiles, monarchies are kind of out of date. It's a little cringe. It's a little cringe. Foam Dofs, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Red Host of the community. Don Mongoose, thank you for the 10 gifted. Your friend there says my cosplay is amazing. Well, they're literally the only validation I needed. Thank you. I don't care what anybody else thinks. Can you use this as an excuse to skip work tomorrow? Absolutely, yes. That you have, yeah. Tell them your cold-blooded overlord, your reptile overlord said that you have to watch the stream. Yep. Yes, indeed. But real quick, before we get into it, not to. Yeah, I'm a V. I finally made it, guys. I'm finally a VTuber now. This is my new costume. As you can see, my rigging is still the best in the business. My graphics aren't that great, and the art skills need a little luck, need a little bit of more work, but my rigging is unparalleled, truly. Dasher1392, thanks to you so much for the 10 gifted. Really appreciate that. So real quick, not to break immersion for a moment, but I do think it is my responsibility to let y'all know why I was so late today and why we will not be doing a full 24-hour stream. Land Thief, thanks so much for the Prime sub. But there will be some good news with it kind of at the end. So for those who are maybe low settings Nakai, can I model do emotes? Oh god, I am so tempted to do something, but it would be like, it would be super cursed. Trying to think about how much I value my own pride. I'll think about it. But in any event, real quick, let's get the real life stuff out of the way. Then we can get back to the stupid shit. All right, so to dip into real life for just a sec, the reason I was late today, by, I don't know, it's been what? I am 8 hours late. Grand. Basically, for those of you who may be new to the community, I have a lovely, lovely dog who is the center of my life. Her name is Chloe. I love her very, very much. She is a Great Pyrenees White Lab mix, but she's very old. You know, big dogs tend to go downhill kind of quick once they reach double digits, and Chloe is 11 and a half. And there was Astreus1, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Chloe has been Great Book of Grudges, thanks so much for the raid. Y'all picked such a bad moment to raid. Hello raiders, hello, welcome. Careful that my golden tributes don't accidentally blind you as I flash my, look at all this, careful around my bling. It's very valuable. The skink priest gave it to me. But
Really like the costume.
Thank you. But as I said, so okay, real quick, real life update. I'm just gonna make it very, very, yes, I am the Nakai. That's how I know so much about the lore, guys. Like, y'all thought I was a skink this entire time. Whoa! But no, actually, I am Nakai. I wander around the Warhammer world and I gather lore. That's how I know everything about the setting. I am actually a part of the settings. I just put on my skin suit when I come into this world. This is not a chain sword. This is a proper Lizardman club. How dare you? Chain sword. Get that cringe ass corn shit out of here. So okay, I gotta no, Luther Harkin, get the fuck out of here. You dirty multi-personality beggar. Why don't you go ask your rich personality for some change, you washed up pirate lame ass. Anyway, so I would so real quick update, just gonna get it out of the way super fast. Chloe is not doing well. She's very old for her species, her breed of dog. About a week or 2 weeks ago, she had congested heart failure, and we managed to get that settled, but her heart is very enlarged now, and it's kind of a thing where it's like, basically we're just gonna try and keep her with us as long as we can while her state of living is high quality. However, we got that settled, and she was doing really well for about a week with all the new pills she has to take every morning and every night. But yesterday evening, when we were out in the backyard, a squirrel came down to the yard, and Chloe just kind of tried to go after it as if she was young. And unfortunately, she's not young anymore. And I'm not sure exactly what she did, but she really messed up her back left leg. Like, she won't put any weight on it. She's like kind of dragging it behind her when she's trying to walk, and she can't get upstairs or anything. So, and she really likes to come upstairs. So, we're not really sure what she did, because if she tore her ACL, for instance, which could be the case, then, you know, there's not really a lot we can do to help with that, because normally you would get surgery for your dog, but Chloe can't have surgery. She's too old, and her you know, she just wouldn't be able to make it through. So we're hoping that she didn't do anything awful, because if it's like, oh, she sprained it really bad, or she did something that, like, she doesn't really want to put weight on it, but it'll slowly get better over time, or it will maybe it just doesn't really, it won't hurt her that much, then we can work with that. But if it's like she's in a lot of pain and it's not going to get better, then we're gonna have to do what we're gonna have to do. So because of that, I spent the day with her because was really one of the only people home, so I had to make sure I was just taking care of her and making sure she was comfortable and all that stuff. So that is why I was late. I'm not going to apologize, because that's just, no offense, but I will always choose her over y'all. But that is also why we are not doing a 24-hour stream. I have to take her to the vet tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. ish my time. So and that's where we will get information and do what we got to do. That being said, she's very comfortable today. She did actually manage to jump up on the couch and have a great nap, and she jumped up on the couch by herself, which was shocking based on how she was moving around earlier. So hopefully she might start feeling better, and we'll go into the vet tomorrow and see what they say. But regardless, while we will not be doing a 24-hour stream today, we will absolutely be streaming up until Immortal Empires releases publicly, and maybe even a little past that. And while I will not be doing a 24-hour stream today, I will be doing a 24-hour stream later, probably in early September. So I'm still gonna give y'all that, but we're just gonna push it back a bit.
Will_house 101 cheered. X24000. Clan Eshen better be the first to fall from you, Nakai. It is part of the great plan.
Ah, thank you, Willhouse. Oh my gosh, yeah, thank you for all the bits, dude. Thank you very much. It's very generous of you. DMS, thank you very much for the 2 months of Prime. All right, so with that real life stuff out of the way, as an apology for being late.
Inquisitor Thomas cheered. X100. Luther Harkin, dude. Uncool. Regarding the rant earlier, not that the picking Chloe over us.
No, nobody cares what you think, Harkin. Literally nobody cares, because anyone that tries to listen to you has to talk to like 13 different versions of you, and they're all unpleasant and have just the worst fish breath. Yeah, nobody cares. B-Trip, thank you very, very much for the Prime sub. Okay, so there's something, I'm going to do something super cursed that you would never want to see happen. You would never want to see done, but I'm going to do it because I think it's hilarious. And then once we've done the funny thing, we are going to stop wasting time and hop straight into the Nakai campaign. And for the record, we're going to play on very hard because I don't really see the value in playing on legendary. Plus, I really hate battle realism. Do I remember how big the download size is? I do not, but it was sizable, but it wasn't like God. It wasn't awful. Ravenous Moose, thanks so much for the 10 gifted. All right, so without any further ado, I hope you all are ready. 104 gigabytes. Okay, chat is saying it's 104 gigs. So there you go. Oh, vaccinated? I'm good, dude. Like, I slept so long. I got a lot of sleep yesterday to like bulk up essentially, and I slept all night. Last night I slept wonderfully, and I took a nap with Chloe today. Like, I literally got comfortable with her on the ground, and we both fell asleep for like 3 hours. So I'm good. I am more than able to make it to 9 a.m. today. All right, so without further ado, I think y'all are ready for us to get into the campaign, and yeah, this should be a lot of fun, and I'm very excited. Bombero82, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you guys. On one out, thanks so much for the $5 tip. Thank you.
Good. I accept your offering for Molder Clan.
If Bellacar kills Volkmar, does it give a unique banner? That would be amazing, but that's probably not in the game. At least not yet.
Lab/Shepherd Mix was having hip problems for years, just like me. However, about 2 years ago, he stopped eating. I feel for you and wish you and your family best.
Oh, thank you, all one out. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, brother. What's the curse thing I mentioned doing? I don't know if I could do it right, but have you ever, like... Listen, this is going to be the dumbest face I ever make, and then we're going to move on, and we're not going to talk about it ever again, just because I have a really stupid sense of humor. So, we'll get this over with, and then we'll get into streaming, okay? Ready? All right, moving on. There's your apology for me being late. All right. What are you talking about, chat? What are you talking about? Nothing happened. I'm gonna judge anyone that follows immediately after that. Did I make this sword? God, no, I wish, dude. No, this sword actually has a really interesting history. So basically what happened was back when I was in college at TCU, Texas Christian University, which is a very deceiving name. There's very little Christian about TCU. There's an ad. It's okay. I'll wait till the ad passes. I need OBS. OBS, come to me.
Foul lizard thing joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Not Nox, thanks so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate that.
Cheered. X100.
Empire's
Simply
blessings.
magnificent.
Yes, it is an absolutely magnificent cosplay. Oh, I don't need the jazz music anymore, do I? I'm gonna be honest. As much as I love jazz, I don't think it fits the mood of Total War. All right, thank you, Mr. Jazz. Thank you. Oh, wait. There's something we have to do, guys. There's something we have to do. I'm so sorry. I was going to launch straight into a Nakai campaign, but it's actually really, really important. I'm so sorry. Yeah, let me finish my story really quick, actually. So let me finish my story real quick. So this sword. When I was in college at TCU, which was around 2014. No, it was 2015? Yeah, it was like 2014, 2013, 2014, 2015, somewhere in that ballpark. It was the third college I'd been to. But when I was there, I joined the Reddit AMA. I joined the Reddit Secret Santa. And the Reddit Secret Santa for the Warhammer community is amazing. The Warhammer subreddit, hopefully it's still good. I haven't done it in years. The Reddit Warhammer subreddit does a Secret Santa every year, at least they used to. And you would join in and basically you would just like post in a big thread like what you liked. And then they would do you would get a random person and they would send you stuff. And I remember I was so proud of myself because I got a kid who was really into Space Wolves. Like he had just started collecting Space Wolves, and he really he was like, man, I'd love to get some more. And even though I was a fairly poor college kid, I spent like $80-$90, and I basically got him every model at the time that had anything to do with wolves. So I got him the Forensian wolves, the cavalry, where it's like the Space Wolf guys riding on wolves and all this stuff. And then I printed off a meme. Like I went to my library and I printed off a meme because, I was a terrible student. So that's what I actually used my print on.
Preparing a nice message about Chloe with this and you had to go and do that stupid face and ruin it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Seriously. Thanks for the amazing content the past couple weeks.
Listen, it was a palate cleanser, okay? Josh, thank you very, very much for the $50 tip, dude. Very, very good of you. I appreciate it. So, y'all ever seen that meme of that one dude who's like, "Hey, yo, dog, I heard you like spaghetti in your spaghetti." So I printed off a meme that said, "Yo, dog, I heard you like space wolves, so I got you some space wolves riding on wolves for your space wolves to do like." I don't remember what I typed, but I thought it was very clever, and because I said Space Wolves like 4 or 5 times, and it actually like was correct for the models I sent him. So I sent that kid a whole bunch of Space Wolf stuff, and mine was this. I walked out one day, and the postman was like, "Hey, I got a box for you," and it was this giant, like 6-foot box, and inside of it was this full-size Lizardman Sword, and the hilt is very nicely made so that it's got like a really nice two-handed grip, and it's very, very comfortable. I'm not sure what he used for this substance here, but it's extremely comfortable to hold for long periods of time. It's got pretty good weight to it. Literally my only criticism about the blade is the color scheme. If it had been up to me, I would have gone with more of like a black gray stone color. I would have kept these gold. But I probably would have gone more black gray instead of bright red. But I've had it for the last 7-8 years. And it goes with me everywhere I go, and it hangs out in my office a lot. But yeah, so that's the history of the sword. Is it LARP safe? Yeah, you could hit somebody with it, and it's not gonna hurt. Like this, you could tell it's got a little bit of aging. These are just like cardboard essentially, and then this is I don't know if you can hear that, but it's just like styrofoam with a hard coating. It's a Makwa Whitley. Very cool. But anyway, so now we're gonna get in the mood, chat. We need to get in the mood. I need a mood setter for crushing the forces of chaos and disorder, fulfilling the great plan. And after all, we do have plenty of time. So to get us in the mood for I want this like around my headphones. There we go. There we go. Well, okay, but you can't see my beautiful eyes that way. There we go. More importantly, I can't see you. So without further ado, let's get into a mood setter video. And I've actually been having some conversations with the creator of this, but you know, no spoilers. And let's get into it. If any of you haven't seen this, you are in for such a treat. This poor town. The forces of chaos think it's arrived. But we're here for them. We will fulfill the great plan. There I am, chat. I look smaller and slightly more green on stream, but I can assure you that's me. The camera just makes me look fatter, but yet smaller at the same time. Magic of cameras, dude. The magic of cameras. This is such a perfect video of the Lizardmen, because this is what they do. Like, we actually have some stories about the Lizardmen showing up at like the last second to save people. Ooh. I also love this video because it does such a good job of giving you like a size comparison. Move my sword over here. Rip that dude. Genocide the humans? Nah, dude. The humans are doing their part in the great plan. I love that he just breaks part of the house. Oh, I love this. I'm coming for you. It's like, oh man. Projectile skink. Projectile chaos warrior. Perfect. I love their camaraderie, dude. This is legit probably the best Warhammer Fantasy animation that exists. It's so good. Gorok's like, I got this. Nah, dude. This makes me want to play an RPG game with these four so bad. So bad. Grand block, grand block, grand block, grand block, grand block. Now, see, what you don't see in this video I love that Grimlock's just like a giant puppy. Get him! The giant's like, I fucked up, dude. I fucked up. What is this? It's called Guardians on YouTube. And it's by Paul 1748, who is a very, very, very talented animator. Do they get along well in the lore? I don't think lizardmen are quite that prone to acts of like you probably wouldn't see lizardmen fist bumping, I'm gonna be honest, or high-fiving, but they do have senses of camaraderie.
Inquisitor Thomas cheered. X100. Where was my boy Tick Tick Tick?
So you can't see it on screen, but what you don't realize is that Bellicor the Dark Master was actually somewhere else in the city, and if you listen really carefully at certain points of the video, you can hear him screaming in horror as he just gets buried under boulders by Tic-Tac-Toe. Also, Oxyodal's actually in that video, you just obviously don't see him. Bark! Bark! Alright, we're going to do very hard because that is my favorite difficulty. And for our bad guy victory, we're going to do Vampiric Ascension. Because Gorst almost won the final battle. And we're also going to turn the in-game difficulty up to max, because why not? And without further ado, let's begin. The only lord not there is Mazdamundi. He was taking a nap. He needed it. It's important. You know, Slaw neither beauty sleep. Ally Gorst? Nah, son. Nah, son.
Kira's cheered. X100. Bok, bok, bok. I didn't know Nakai was Swedish. Bork, bork, bork.
Yeah, he's also a chef.
Dynamo95 cheered. X100. I remember when Gorok was young, me and Soros had so much fun, throwing hands and saving souls, had the old ones plan all to our own, while the warm bloods were rocking around the clock, we were hopping and bopping to the crocodile rock.
Nice. That's better than anything, Dynaman, I want you to know that's better than anything Hammond has ever said.
Not gonna lie, been looking forward to this all day. Hoping for the best tomorrow for you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Spartan _
Where was Teto Echo? He was busy getting ready for his DLC.
Let's go. So in the campaign, will we get to bonk Ghost?
Yes.
Also, can we watch the EA video made by the fan that we saw the other day quickly?
Oh, if somebody can find it, we'll watch it a little later. Because every once in a while, we'll probably take like tiny little breaks. But yeah. Oh, do y'all want a tinfoil Nakai? Do y'all want me to go full crazy crocodile? Hold on. I don't know if this is gonna fit, but I'm gonna try. All right, here we go. I need OBS so I can see if it's actually like, okay. Here we go. All right, get on up here now. Yep. All right, so we're gonna start this campaign with my prediction on the last Lizardman DLC. So the last Asmodean, thank you so much for the Prime sub. The last Lizardman DLC, I've seen the future, chat. Being Nakai, I've seen things. And the things that I've seen are as follows. I see one final showdown for the Lizardmen. And it's going to be the following. It's going to be Teto Echo, the legendary mute notifications, I can't be bothered. It's going to be Teto Echo versus somebody. But Teto Echo is going to be the legendary lord. Oh yeah, actually, hold on. It is fun to do this with YouTube, isn't it? Because then I can do this so YouTube can see you guys. Okay, here we go. Hello there. As you can see, I'm here, Nakai the Wanderer. Yes, the Nakai the Wanderer. The camera makes me look fatter and shorter, but I can assure you that it is indeed me.
Peasant! Peasant!
I am not a peasant. That is very rude. But in any event, I am here because I have placed on the almighty tinfoil hat to see the future. And the future tells me this about the Lizardmen. First, there will be one more DLC for the Lizardmen, and it shall have the following. It is not going to have a Wa, but what it is going to have is Teto Echo, the skink astromancer of Tlunksha, as Tlunkshan, as a legendary lord.
Inquisitor Thomas cheered. X100. Hey YouTube. You're all my little throg.
Okay, that I'm gonna shush. Through the power of editing, we could fix that. But in any event, Teto Echo will be the legendary lord leading that DLC. And alongside Teto Echo will come a Kroxagor hero, like yours truly. And the Kroxagor hero shall perhaps be wielding Boxagor gloves, maybe? In order to give him like magical attacks and perhaps some other cool traits, but he may also just have a traditional Kroxagor weapon. Beyond that is also going to be a new series of units, which will be number 1, Skink Horned One Riders, red-crested Skink Horned One Riders. These will be melee skinks that have poisoned attacks in melee and ride on horned ones. So they are relatively high armored for skink cavalry, but they are faster than their Soros cousins, and of course bring poison attacks, but they're not quite as durable. So they bring kind of an interesting mix. And if CA wants and then the second unit we're going to get is Colchin Riders. So we will get Colchin Riders, which are large flightless birds, very similar to ostriches or emus, that are also ridden by skinks. But these ones will be much faster. They have very little armor, but they rely on speed and maneuverability, and they also have poison javelins. They have poison javelins that they throw at people, which is excellent. Another unit that we will see is the Arcanadon. So we will at last get the last truly missing dinosaur, which is the Arcanadon, which is like a long neck dinosaur. So it's a big, I don't know, Brachiosaurus. I don't know if that's still their name anymore. I feel like dinosaurs have changed a lot since I was a child. But it's going to be like a more long neck, large dinosaur. It's very slow and ponderous, but it has a lot of health. And while it's not as strong in melee or as heavily armored as the Bastiladon or the Stegodon, it does come with a unique war machine. And the war machine that it has is on its back is a rotating series of orbs and circular devices that fire out an orb of energy, kind of like a catapult. And where the orb lands, it explodes, dealing fire and magic damage. And it also, I don't know, maybe provides some buffs to nearby units. Furthermore, CA is finally going to fix the Kroxagor and Skink relationship in that they're going to give the Skinks and Kroxagors a new passive called Spawnkin, which is going to have 2 versions. Spawnkin, they'll have a Skink version and a Kroxagor version. And if a Kroxagor unit is near enough to a Skink unit, the Kroxagor unit will receive perhaps increased melee defense, and maybe melee attack, or maybe just melee defense. Meanwhile, if skinks are near Kroxagors, they receive higher leadership, and they will also gain the fear-causing passive, so that they will be immune to fear, because the Kroxagors already cause fear, so if the 2 of them are close together, the skinks causing fear doesn't really change anything. And they will continue to improve on the geomantic web, and will give us active abilities, and then they will maybe fix the way Tehennowin holds his plaque. Please, God, I'm begging you. Please. I'm wearing a felt dinosaur outfit in August in Texas. For the love of God, put the fucking plaque on correctly. And you get Chakos as legendary hero. The end. Thank you for watching. I'm done. All right. Did that sound desperate enough? I was trying to make it sound desperate. Let's see here. I want to just make sure I'm caught up on everything. Kira Haas, thanks so much for the 27 months. Pyro Mecco, thank you for the tier 1. Yeah, I definitely did Nod Nox. Thank you for all the bits, dudes. Gonna turn alerts back on. Empathetic Chaos, thanks so much for gifting us up to Fangs Out. Appreciate that.
X100. All the hugs for you, Nakai and Chloe. Just wondering what's your Veers Anger's losing Greyherd keyword and Beast of Chaos keyword.
I think that's super dumb. Does that affect the Beast of Chaos army book?
Inquisitor Thomas cheered. X100. They will never fix the
I look cute.
Sotek.
Listen, takes one to know one. All right, I'm gonna wear, by the way, I am going to wear this outfit the entire day because it's actually not that uncomfortable, and I'm also wearing very little beneath this. But there may be times where I have to put the hood down to cool off a little bit. And we will, you know, we'll manage. Oh, I have a lore fact. Can we get a lore fact about this sword? Oh, I technically already did that because I told y'all how I got it. So nice. All right, now we gotta name some units. Show us what's under? No. I like being able to stream. Name a unit of Crocscores the Feraligators. Feral. Oop, I can't spell.
Shader cheered.
Daddy
X500.
Crocs.
Is it possible to bring the Chloe skink to Nakai's campaign? If
Yes.
you save him.
Oh, Dandy Crocs. Sorry, not Daddy Crocs.
G-Baby Barker
Sorry, I
cheered.
was projecting a little bit there.
X200. All them teeth and no toothbrush.
They're so ornery because they ain't got no toothbrush. Let's see. Those are both characters. Oh, no, this one's for the first hero. Damn Bramage the Lost. That is a really unfortunate name for this skink.
Hunt down those lizard trinkets.
Dane Bramage the Lost.
Wheel underscore house 101 cheered. X900. I want to see chaos scattered.
Oh, chaos will be scattered. Name a Crocsgore unit, Goldtooth Snappers. Okay, Goldtooth Snappers. That sounds like something they would sell at a very expensive restaurant. All right, and then these are all Crocsgores. That's a character, Crocsgore, Skink. We already have a Skink Priest named right now. How do Soros interact with other friendly races? Soros are kind of, if a Soros was commanded to like behave and the people that were entering the situation didn't do anything to piss them off, like the thing about Soros is that they could be a little spooky because they work on a very almost like robotic type command system of like if a Soros is told, hey, protect the Slann, right? And somebody's talking to the Slann and like they make a gesture that the Soros anticipates as being threatening in some way, like their hand falls to their sword or they like pull something out too fast or something, the Soros would like immediately draw their weapon and like hold it near them and be like, that's a warning. But generally speaking, they're not going to hurt you as long as you are not seen like violating a rule. The thing that could be very spooky about them is knowing what the rules are. Soros are also not the most talkative of creatures. They do have the ability to have dialogues and discussion, but a lot of the Saurian that the Soros speak relates very heavily to like battle tactics, eating, like just the things they need. Like they're not very philosophical creatures. That being said, they are capable of it. It's just that generally speaking, they don't tend to focus too much on that kind of stuff. But the older the Soros is, the more likely they will be able to like actually have an interesting discussion. But as long as you're not like directly violating something that will cause them to think you are an enemy, they'll probably just kind of stand there and be like vaguely threatened. Blue Dragon, super sad you redeemed a name unit, got ignored because you put it in earlier. I'm going down in order. I am going down in order. Blue Dragon, I don't even see you on here. How much earlier did you do it? I misspelled for alligators. Listen, I wrote it the exact way he typed it, but I will fix it to match what this is. I wrote what was typed. Are undead immune to chaos corruption? No. Undead are powered by magic, so if they head to heavily chaos corrupted areas, like the terrain can still, like chaos corrupted areas, the terrain tends to be very dangerous in that there are like lava pits and like hot sulfuric ash or tentacles, or like the flora and fauna are incredibly dangerous and they can still like kill things. And also because like they're magical creatures, they can like kind of fall apart and stuff. For alligator, no, okay, so see, you were wrong. See, he's like, no, that was the correct spelling of for alligator. For alligator. Tell us how dangerous lava pits are. Shut up. Okay. What kind of relationship do the Lizardmen have with Grand Cathay? We have no idea because they've never spoken about it. That being said, they tend to be very, I would imagine that Grand Cathay is technically still considered part of the Great Plan, though I'm sure that, I imagine the Lizardmen do not have an issue with Grand Cathay, but I do imagine that Grand Cathay have an issue with the Lizardmen. They probably are not terribly fond of the Old Ones because from the Cathayan perspective, Old Ones like super fucked up the planet. All right. So many of all these names are for units or, well, are for things I don't have yet. Okay. All right. So let's look at the changes for Nakai. I've not played Nakai live on stream. So Nakai has been altered in a lot of really interesting ways. First of all,
Inquisitor Thomas cheered.
we have the tech tree.
You spelled Wolferalgator wrong.
No, I didn't. How did the old ones mess up the planet? Because the old ones were the ones that changed everything, and the old ones were the ones that accidentally brought chaos into existence. Yeah, no, well, the Lizardmen have not invaded Cathay to our knowledge, but I'm sure the Lizardmen did not appreciate Cathay trying to invade Lustria from two sides. Or rather, they tried to invade the Southlands from two sides, but Yin Yin fucked up because she didn't know the Southlands was there. All right, so let's look at the new tech tree. So the sequence of growth chain has been changed. So it used to be that every single one would give you, I think every single one gave you casualty replenishment in the old system, which honestly got to the point where like you would have so much you just didn't need all that much. Now it's much more about money. So the first one gives you plus 20% extra money from vassals and plus 2 horde growth. After that, you get 25% extra money from vassals and plus 2 casualty replenishment. Then you get 30% extra gold from vassals, plus 2 horde growth and minus 5% construction cost. Then you get 35% extra tribute from vassals, plus 2, another plus 2 casualty replenishment and plus 10% extra magic when gaining magic. Then you get immune to snow attrition, minus 1 wound recovery time on all characters, and 40% money from vassals. Then you get minus 10% construction cost and 45% extra money from vassals. And the last, you get minus 5% upkeep, 2% extra casualty replenishment, and 50% extra income from vassals. I don't think the money part is cumulative, but we'll find out. Most of these are the same. Metamorphosis gives you another 5% extra healing and also gives you better missile resistance for all your Crux Score units. Shrill of the Old Ones makes all Crux Scores cause terror. Champions of the Horde is the one tech that I still think is really bad. Champions of the Horde I think is outdated and needs to be updated. It makes it so that all of your heroes become immortal, but like you already become immortal automatically at level 20, so I would rather this be changed to some other kind of buff for your heroes. Ancient Fortitude gives you complete immunity to all forms of Chaos Undivided and Chaos Waste attrition. Sequence of the Horde is minus 10% recruitment. Sequence of Plunder is plus money from looting and sacking. Blessing of the Old Ones is better chance of finding magic items and minus corruption. Sequence of Greater Infrastructure is another minus 10% construction. And then Sequence of Traversal is plus 15% campaign movement and plus 15% line of sight faction wide. Sequence of the Skirmisher buffs the missile strength and weapon strength of all skinks. Sequence of the Beast buffs all of your Cold Ones and Pterodons. Sequence of the Warrior buffs all your Soros. Sequence of Savagery buffs all your Dinosaurs. And then the Sequence of the Guardian buffs all your Temple Guard and Kroxigors. And then these are all the +2 ranks for all these different unit types. And then Sequence of Unification is plus 20 diplomacy with lizards, plus 3 Lord recruit rank, minus 30% casualties from all types of attrition. Which that also may need to change in the future because they don't really... Nakai's guys are immune to most forms of attrition. Well, no, because that would still help. Well, no, you can't be sieged because Nakai doesn't take settlements. So yeah, maybe that should be changed to do something else. Determining the unseen threat gives you plus 15% hero success chance and minus 10% enemy success chance. And then Sequence of Mass Spawning makes global recruitment have more slots and much faster. And then Sequence of Creation gives you a new army and +1 global recruitment. Sequence of Command gives you diplomacy with all humans, high elves, and lizardmen, +1 army. Sequence of Strategy is another global recruitment and army. Sequence of War is more diplomacy with all the good guys and army capacity. And then, yeah, they basically just do that back and forth. So that is Nakai's tree. And we're going to start with the Sequence of Growth. It is cumulative? Holy shit. Also, the Temples of the Old Ones has changed. And this is the most substantial change. So the way this works now is as you work your way around the tree, obviously it still lets you get like some really nice buffs. So you can get like, this lets you get a Soros Scar veteran. And it also makes it where all of your Soros Scar veterans, you get +1 capacity for the rest of the game. And it also gives them +1 recruit rank for 3 turns. Then you can buy blessed spawning units, so you get like blessed Soros spears, blessed Soros warriors with shields, blessed Kroxigors, and blessed Temple Guard. And then if you get all the way up to I can't remember if Glyphs of Defiance is at the end or the beginning. I think it's at the end, but if you use this, it also buffs you and your actually no, I think you get this at the beginning. But this one gives you the buff from Quetzal, which makes your vassals much better at dealing with sieges. This tree gives you Skink Chiefs, and then Blessed Spear Riders, Blessed Horned Ones, Blessed Stegodons, Blessed Carnosaur. If you use this buff, you get substantially more post-battle loot, and you also get 25% extra campaign movement for all your armies, which is really good. And then over here, the Magic Tree gives you Skink Priest, Blessed Skink Skirmishers, Blessed Pterodons with Fire Leech Bolas. This gives you the ability to immediately recruit Skink Oracles and gives you +1 hero capacity for Skink Oracles, and also gives you +5 recruitment ranks for the Slawn. You can also get a Blessed Bastillodon, and then this bonus gives you another 50% extra gold from all of your vassals and +10 Horde growth faction wide. And then here's the really juicy part, are the buffs. So whenever you get 5 points in a tree, you get a buff, and the buffs are now far more like wide, like they apply to significantly more units, but they also apply to Nakai as well. So you can see once we get 5 points for Quetzal, we get 10% missile resistance for all Soros units, all Kroxigor, and Nakai himself. Then we get an extra 5 melee defense. Then we get our army ability, which lets us pick a unit to be unbreakable and completely immune to damage for 35 seconds, 3 times per battle. Then we get a 5% ward save for all of those units and Nakai. And then we get the big buff, which lasts for 55 seconds instead of 35. On the Itzel tree, you get bonuses for all dinosaurs, Cold One Cavalry, and Nakai. So this gives you plus 10% charge bonus. Then this gives you 5 melee attack. Then you get the ability to summon Razordons, which Razordons are so strong in this build. Then this gives you 10% extra weapon strength, and this lets you use the summon more beasties.
Peasant! Peasant!
You're a peasant. And then for the magic tree for Sri Lanka, you get 10% extra winds of magic when charging. This gives you plus 25 power reserve capacity. That is insane. That is so much magic. That is so much magic. Thank you, Brandon. Then this gives you the ability to summon vortexes. This gives you all spells from the lore of life, heavens, fire, light, beast, and high magic are now 20% cheaper to cast. So that's all the lores of magic that you can use as the Lizardman. And then this gives you more powerful tornadoes, and also gives you a 30% chance to pick up magic, find magic items. Oh, actually, I missed some things. This one, full Quetzal, also gives you another 10% healing rate in all territory. And then Itzel also gives you +2 recruit rank to all units faction wide. And all of these also give you bonus diplomacy with the Lizardmen. So yeah. Without further ado, it's time to play. Oh, did they change Nakai's items? Yes, the golden tributes got buffed. So not only does it give you 5 melee defense, 5% ward save, but the passive for the golden tributes now gives perfect vigor and a flat 10% ward save to everyone within 35 meters of Nakai, including Nakai himself, which is very, very good. It used to not give you any kind of ward save, and now it gives you an extra 10%. And then, yeah, he doesn't really, he doesn't really fit. All right. I actually really like this Norskin factions banner, the Wormkins. It's a really cool banner. It's like an evil Cathayan dragon. All right, I'm gonna put my sword down, at least for now. Norska is in South Cathay. Yeah, dude. They came out of the ocean, probably. Gotta make sure my golden tributes stay on. How hot is my costume? It's actually not that bad. I mean, I do have like a fan over here that's blowing on me the entire time. Are we pro or anti Cathay? We will see. Depends on how well they behave. I look so good at this game. All right. I think our color scheme is like dark blue black, which is a really nice. Yeah, it's like black, which is a really good color scheme. Oh, we did start with the Stegodon. Whoops. Okay, I'll be sure to name him after this fight. I didn't even look that close. All right. Onwards. What time zone am I in? CST. Central Standard Time. What happened with Nakai in the end times? He never appeared, which was a huge bummer. There was a, one of the authors for the end times did have like a personal blog site where like he would sometimes answer like questions, but none of his answers are like 100% canon. They're just like what he would have done if he was allowed to. And the way, like, somebody asked him about Nakai and Gorok, and his response was that if he had been the one writing for them, he probably would have had Nakai and Gorok fighting in Itza, as the world was like ending, and as the Chaos Moon was falling down on the planet. and you would have basically seen them fighting against the forces of the Skaven until they were literally crushed by the moon, because nothing, like the Skaven just couldn't kill them, which was all right. I said that I look good, not they look good, Thomas. Oh, I actually, man, I have not played Nakai since Blood got added, and it's very nice. I like how Nakai doesn't uppercut, he like upper slaps. Such a funny attack. I actually really like Nakai's animations. You are fear? Dude, you're literally fighting like a 16-foot crocodile. I don't think you're that fear. And here, stick it on. Does that mean Nakai and AOS could show up in, or Nakai and Gorak could show up in AOS? If you want to get technical, anybody can show up in AOS. Like, we've had characters that absolutely, undeniably, unequivocally died show up in AOS. Like, anybody could show up. It's just a matter of CA or Total War Games Workshop wants them to or not. All right, Stegodon's doing a good job killing these dudes. They're like, look, we have little throwing spears. I'll show you a throwing spear. Do the thing. Do the thing. Boom. 3 dead horses. Marvelous.
Giga_Gongan's cheered. X1000. I need to go sleep now. Will you still be streaming in around 6 hours?
Yes. Very, very likely. Yes. Get some good rest, my dude. Where are my Sacred Croc scores? Okay, here. Sacred Croc scores are actually very, very, very good against Norskins because they bring magic damage to the table. So they just cut through that physical resist, which is really important. Go ahead and send you all across that bridge. Send in the Staggy! Did they change his starting priest? I believe so, because he's a Heaven's Priest now. I think he used to be Beast. I do think Heavens synergizes much better with his thing. I also think his starting army is a little different. If I recall correctly, I think he used to have Skinks, but now he just has Soros and Crocs to start. They seem to have actually removed a lot of his like skink-related buffs. But is Nakai still the worst legendary lord? No, no. Nakai is much, much better now. The worst character now, like the worst legendary lord, is probably... Who is the worst now? I would honestly say like probably Queek as far as like how fun they are to play. Queek Head Taker, like you have to be a very big Queek Head Taker fan to be like, yeah, this is awesome. Because it's not that it doesn't really give you a ton of good options as far as like mechanics and stuff like that.
Peasant! Peasant!
You're a peasant. No, I actually think Tretch is pretty good. Like, Tretch gets really, really fun starting units, and he's able to just start pouring out Storm Vermin, like, hilariously fast, which is really, really interesting, to me, at least. Oh god, I'm almost in range. Oh no, they broke. Bummer. Let's get rid of their leadership bonus. Nakai is messing up their lord, which is good. They should be... Yeah, they're about to break. Yay! Okay. Okay. Ugh. I'm gonna let myself cool down a bit. It's a little warm in this suit. If I had to make 2 new Cruxor units with what weapons would be interesting and still appropriate? I mean, Cruxors are not really known for having the best variety. I'm gonna be honest with you there. Like who would I go with first? I don't know. Maybe that's tough. Am I not cold-blooded? I am, but you have to understand that I'm so naturally hot in just every meaning of the word that I do actually need to let cool down from time to time. Also, the garrisons on the on these cities are actually surprisingly stacked. Like this thing's got 5 units of Soros. It's got a Stegodon, a unit of Cold One Riders, Croxagors, 5 Soros, 6 Skinks with Javelins, and 2 regular Skinks. And they also have like bonuses to Favor of the Old Ones and stuff like that. Or to defending. Hey, my heroes PB&J. Glad to hear that, dude. Thank you. All right, let's do some building. So we get Croxagors from leveling up our main building, which I think we're gonna go ahead and do. Yeah. So I do want to get our Skink Oracle as fast as I can. What is the Right of Allegiance? Right of Allegiance is cause attrition to anyone that is not part of our faction. Okay. Gotta fix our camera settings. Rusty Squeezebox, thanks so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Red Host. If you're new to the Red Host, make sure that you join our Discord community. Because if you are a sub here on Twitch or a supporter over on Patreon, you get access to some cool secret spaces. By the way, Brandon, I don't think we should post the link just yet. We'll probably need to save that until like tomorrow-ish. But if you want to go ahead and post some images, if you know what I mean, about the thingy we were talking about, please feel free. Can other lords finally build and recruit all units? No, it's still limited to Nakai's Horde, which I'm not as big of a fan of that mechanic. It's still a little weird that Nakai is the only one who actually builds the recruitment buildings. But the issue, Nakai is still not perfect, don't get me wrong. The biggest issue I have with Nakai is that he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They give him 12 buildings when he only has 9 build slots, which is a little weird. You figure that like the smaller factions should, or the smaller lords should have like more building options, and then Nakai should have exactly 10. But I mean, it does let you like kind of make some choices, which I guess is not in and of itself bad, but I don't know, it's just kind of a weird thing. Which character do I think Gordon Ramsay would fit best as in a Warhammer Fantasy setting? I think Gordon Ramsay would be best as either a like shockingly terrifying halfling, like a halfling chef who has massive anger issues, and despite the fact he's only a halfling, people are terrified of him. Or I would have him be an ogre slaughtermaster that cares unusually much about like maybe he was a slaughtermaster but became a firebelly, or vice versa, so he gets super fucking angry whenever something's raw, and he just comes in like, it's fucking raw, before he hits you with a hammer. Like, he has standards for the Great Maw. He refuses to allow the Great Maw to be fed raw food. Also, fighting in Cathay with Nakai is actually surprisingly good, but because a lot of the Cathay maps have these like rice paddy fields, which they always count as aquatic terrain, which actually makes Nakai very, very good at fighting in Cathay. Because for those unaware, all Kroxigors have a buff. It's not always visible, but they have a buff called aquatic. And basically what aquatic means is that whenever they're standing in like water features, I don't remember if it shows up on their thing. It doesn't show up very well, but if they're standing in an aquatic terrain feature, they actually get, I think it's like an extra 50% melee attack and melee defense or something like that, but it is substantial. I've been bugging CA to make it a trait that appears down here, like Woodsman, because if you have Woodsman, so like you ignore wood penalties and you also get sometimes you get bonuses fighting in the woods, it usually shows up like down here in the abilities panel. They don't have that yet for aquatic, so like it's really easy to have aquatic units and not know you have aquatic units. But yeah, Gorger Ramsay, oh my god, dude. It's gator time! Well, actually crocodile time, but point stands! Nakai, smash! How does the legendary Nakai fight? He fucking decks people in the face, that's how. Truly, it's inspiring to watch. Keeping an eye out for any death rolls.
Sword axe. Sword as it's.
We're gonna go this way. Smash our way through this. Bring it down. Got 20 seconds till we can primal roar again. Let's see, I can answer some lore questions while I wait. Oh yeah, but Vigaria Pro, I honestly don't know what I would do with Proxigors if I was like requested to make new Proxigors. Because like they're not really supposed to be capable of fighting with very complex weapons, but that big, like their weapons would kind of need to be like bound to them in some way, I think, to look most effective. But what I would probably do is I could see Proxigors that have some sort of like long chains type weapons. So like maybe like they've got like chains bound to their arms, and at the end of the chains are like these big blades, so they're able to just sort of like fling them around and it just cuts through large swaths of infantry, stuff like that. Alternatively, based on a lot of the goodies we already have, I could also see them maybe doing something like here, why don't y'all go, there's a boss over there. Oh, go capture this. Honestly, I that would probably be it. I don't know if I would really want to do anything outside of that. Like maybe Proxigors with glaives could do like big like double bladed glaives that they're able to like slam around, and maybe that could be like an anti-large version of the unit. Like it specializes against larger targets because they like are able to like impale them and stuff. So that could be cool. I'm literally scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Any ogre lords or units I think will get added? No, but there are ogre units that I know for a fact are going to get added, which are going to be the Yetis. Yetis are, they're kind of like Gorgers in that they're like a monstrous infantry unit that are very, very fast and have a lot of really solid capabilities when it comes to, they have a lot of sacred or great capabilities when it comes to their speed, but they would have spears, or no, they carry like ice clubs instead of just fighting with their claws. They have these big ice clubs, and they have frostbite attacks, so they will have like, you know, they'll be very, very good at slowing people. And they will also be quite good at they'll probably have some sort of like type of stealth tactic, and they'll probably also come with the immunity to contact effects buff, because they were immune to things like slowing them. They were immune to like frost magic and stuff like that. So I could see them having immune to contact effects, maybe being a base skill or a skill they unlock when they get a high enough like level or through their tech tree or something. There's also we're also missing the Thunder Tusk, which the Thunder Tusk is probably one of the things I'm the most excited for. The Thunder Tusk is a very, very it's the same size as a Stonehorn, so it's like an absolutely massive prehistoric monster type creature that specializes in, it has a built-in shooting attack, unlike the Stonehorn. Because where the Stonehorn relies on its riders having a harpoon launcher, the Thunder Tusk instead has the ability to manifest these giant orbs of frost in its mouth, and it manifests an orb of frozen frost in between its tusks, and it it launches it into the air, kind of like almost like a catapult, and it slams into units, and it hurts super bad. Because not only does it slow you, but it just does a lot of damage. Heard the patch notes. Your vassals will not have war declared on them by your allies. I have not seen that happen in my personal experience, so I would say that seems correct. All right, we've got 4 points with Quetzal, so we almost have enough for our first buff, which is good. Let me go ahead and grab Predatory Fighter.
Another wretched foul lizard thing joins the red host.
I need 6k gold for this. I do need some new units though. We're just gonna sit and heal for a hot sec and pick up a lot of Croxagors. Zola 79 and thank you for the tier 1, and Paulchin 80. Thanks for the prime sub. Appreciate that.
How common are Chaos Ogres?
Chaos Ogres, they're very, very, very common. They're super common. And compared to like a lot of other factions that fall to Chaos. Chaos Ogres were only considered a special unit for the Warriors of Chaos instead of a rare unit. But yeah, I also know we're gonna get the Bruiser hero for the Ogres, so that'll be really cool. Okay, so what is the earliest Stegadon request I had? The earliest was Sotek Loves Ultramarines, which is... I'm gonna try and suicide this Stegadon as fast as I can. Lord Grand, thanks so much for the gifted sub to Sato. Thank you very much. Alright, have I named every unit that I have available right now? Well, the Soros still don't have names, if anybody wants to name the Soros. I actually do not see a single Soros name redeem.
Elysian Gauntlet Cheered, X100.
What's that green circle? This is a sea lane. So we will be sending an army through here very, very quickly. This connects the Jade Sea and the Far Sea, so we will send a Lord through there fairly early, because that's going to allow him to get to Lustria. Do I have a personal goal for this campaign? To win and to kill Gorst. Got the Right of Mastery, which buffs the shit out of new Croxagors, which I had gotten that earlier, but that's okay. I mean, it also buffs like our regular Croxagors, but okay, so we got a bunch of new Croxagors that I can name, which is good. All right, we got some Soros names. Sor Ars, that very, very kind of you. Very dignified name there. All right, and then we got 4 more Croxagors. We have a ton of name redeemed, so unless you're picking a unit that you think nobody has gone for, or unit type, I will tell you Croxagors are probably occupied for a long time. So we got the Lost Crocs. We got Sotex, Fuzzy, Onesies.
Hunt down those those lizard
The
trinkets.
Sons of Erwin. Nice. And the Skaven Smashers,
Thomas cheered.
which they
X300.
often have to correct
Fun
people who
fact,
misunderstand what that
did you know
means.
you can rename your sub-faction? Can I get you to rename it the Hellman Ghost World Conquest?
You can rename your sub-faction? How do you even do that? Faction summary. Where? What? Yeah, we've already got the for alligators. Yeah, I've got, whenever y'all do a redeem, I have it over here. It might take me a little while to get to it, but I have it. Can I rename Nakai? No. You cannot rename special characters. Bottom right corner? Oh, rename faction. Oh.
Inquisitor Thomas cheered. X100.
I'm going to name them.
Bottom right-hand corner of the faction screen.
Let's see.
Another
What am I going to call
foul
us?
lizard thing joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
I'll rack my brain for a minute.
Inquisitor
Ah, yeah,
Thomas
I like that.
cheered. X100. Scale Scalicon 2022.
Oh no, I ran out of letters. Okay. The Champions of Chloe. Perfect. All right, I've got business up this way. I'm gonna save money for a little bit. Probably, yeah, let's go ahead and get the skink building. I am gonna need skinks. Who's Chloe? Chloe is my pupper. She's also the channel mascot. Why do I love Nighthaunt? Because Nighthaunt designs are just absolutely amazing. They're a bunch of just terrifying ghost creatures, which I just absolutely love. And on top of that, they are also... Oh yeah, let's go ahead and pick up the sequence of healing. I love that it only costs... It's only one turn, because it costs a one favor. But she's the channel mascot, and on top of that, she's also my dog. She's very old and wonderful, and yeah. Oh, these guys have obsidian. Not that that really matters with Nakai. I can't really take advantage of that. But all right, I need skinks to back up my army. Is there a big Slaneshi unit left that will make good DLC material? Not really, unless they start pulling from Age of Sigmar or making up new units, which they're pretty much going to have to. I don't know which of those two they're going to do, but they're going to have to do one of them. Okay. Knock, knock! Is she a great old one? She is. She's related to Hanchi, but where Hanchi is the jaguar god, Chloe is the pupper dog god. in my opinion, who's the most physically strong character in Warhammer? As in, who could bench press the most buildings or something? That, if it's playable characters, it's Kolak Sun Eater. If it's just character that exists in the setting, in the physical world, it would be probably, Krakenrock the Black, because we don't know if any of the Fathers of Dragons are still alive, and Krakenrock is insanely strong, because he's up there with, like, the originals. So I would definitely go with Krakenrock. And then, as far as, if you're including, like, gods or creatures from, like gods, or, like, things from the realms of chaos, then it would be Khorne. They would be the, like, muscle bound. They would be winning all of the workout contests. Ooh, I like the double gate here. I also like how there's relatively no towers.
X100. Look out, Yin Yin. Nakai is coming right for you.
Oh yeah.
Wait, where is she?
Well, this is Yin Yin's faction. If you were going to point at one of the Cathay factions to represent her. That being said, I suspect if Yin Yin is ever added to the game, she's probably going to be a Lustrian character, because she'll probably be doing her invasion of Lustria, especially because Lustria is not nearly as busy as a lot of the more modern, or a lot of the other places in the world, and that would give Cathay a much more interesting start position. All right, Skinks, let's see if y'all could be some distraction Carnifexes over there. See if y'all can lure in the Cathayans. Still waiting for them to give us Krakenrock the Black in AOS. There's no reason we shouldn't be allowed to have him. So are y'all getting pretty excited? Or they fell for it. Nerds. Actually, if we hurry, we might be able to climb these walls where he's able to defend them. No, I have battle realism on. No, I forgot to turn it off. It's so stupid. Whatever, I'll just deal with it. Hate battle realism. It's so dumb. Is it possible to have a last Lizardman DLC? Yeah, we talked about it earlier when I put on my tinfoil hat. But the tinfoil hat's on cooldown right now. What is a badass story about Valkia besides the taking out of the Slaneshi prince? Something that, I mean, I don't know if you'd consider it super badass as well, but something that I do consider very, very, like, interesting about Valkia to showcase, like, how dedicated she is to Khorne as her lord and master, is that Valkia is so deeply committed to him that she will make any sacrifice without so much of a, like, without even flinching. So, like, she has literally zero issue doing stuff like, she murdered both of her own daughters, to please Khorne, because right after her ascension, Khorne basically sent her south to unleash, like, her first big invasion against the world, and she attacked her original village. Which is still so she ends up attacking her home, and she murders her own daughters. One of her daughters did not really, like, try to fight back against her, and that daughter, like, heavily disappointed Valkia, and she just brutally murders her without seeming to care very much. Her other daughter, because Valkia had twins, if I recall correctly, and her other daughter actually fought back. Like, one of her daughters, like, took up the sword and went toe-to-toe with Valkia. She didn't really stand a chance, but she died fighting, and Valkia was notably proud of that daughter, and took her skull. She took her skull to take back to Khorne. Because Valkia, the thing about Valkia that is probably obvious, but some people may have missed it, is that Valkia is essentially the Valkyrie of Warhammer. She's the only one we know of, but she's basically Khorne's Valkyrie. So she very much represents, she is all about that. She kind of travels the world looking for those who are worthy of Khorne's attention. And she will basically like take your skull back to Khorne's realm, and if you really impress her, she will basically take your soul back to Khorne's realm so you can join the eternal battle. If she's not quite that impressed with you, or you're just like super fucking dead by the time she gets there, she will take your skull back to be judged by Khorne. Where Khorne, if Khorne likes it, he'll add it to his skull throne, and if he doesn't like it, he throws it away, often to be fed on by, or to be chewed on by Karanak, who is Khorne's three-headed hound, and like his personal pet. What's the story behind her shield? Her shield is the head of the demon prince Losifax, who is a demon prince of Slaanesh that was traveling around like the wastes in the north and everything, and he heard about Valkia, the warrior queen, and decided to come see her for himself. And when he shows up, he basically like arrives with his army in her village, and he's very impressed by Valkia, but he basically is like, hey, I like you, you're very interesting to me, so how about instead of you being a filthy dirty warlord who spends all of her time getting covered in blood and wasting her time, how about you put that body to some more how about you put that body to some real use and you become my sex slave instead? And Valkia was kind of like, how about I rip your fucking head off? Yes, Karanak is Khorne's personal Chloe. That is very accurate. And Khorne gets very upset whenever Karanak is slain. Like, he's a demon, so him dying is not like the biggest of deals, but we actually had an event in Age of Sigmar where a Slaanesh demon manages to kill Karanak, which had some pretty big ramifications around the realm of chaos for a hot minute. Take the city! The humans are not... These humans failed to follow the great plan. And as such, they will be removed from it. Karanak is a future legendary lord. I don't know if you could really pull off a legendary lord that is a dog that cannot talk. I guess you could, but he'd probably be much better off as a legendary hero. I think he'd be a fantastic legendary hero.
Nick Too High cheered. X100. Care of Gar is my first playthrough. Can you talk about which LL killed another enemy?
Oh yeah, today is actually the day before Immortal Empires releases, so I can actually talk about whatever I want today. Like, there's no more embargoes. So, I'm gonna give a very impromptu review very quickly. So listen up real quick, chat, and then I'll answer your question, Noob to Hire. Here is my very impromptu review of Immortal Empires. It's really fucking good. It's not perfect. There are some bugs, and there are some decisions that Creative Assembly made that I'm really not a fan of. Granted, it's a little difficult to tell which of those decisions are like they legitimately decided to like decide to remove a feature versus the feature just isn't in the game yet because they're still like working on it. I don't know how to tell the difference between those two sometimes. So for instance, currently in the game, you can search ruined settlements, but you cannot get anything from them. If you search a ruined settlement, you basically just get, like literally all you get is whether or not, like, are there Skaven here? Yes or no. And that's it. Which really fucking sucks. I don't like that.
I personally think that Karanak should be a summon of some kind, like a Green Knight or Crown.
I'll talk a little bit more about Karanak in a minute. But I really liked searching ruins and doing the puzzles for the old ones because it was a really easy way to get lots more magic items and to get bonus experience, and it made ruins actually a bit more interesting. Now ruins literally do absolutely nothing. They're fucking useless, which I hate.
This is against the great plan, and we must stop them before they head to Lestria and seduce Mazdamandi.
I feel like there was a little bit of a leap in that comment, but in any event. So anyway, I really don't like that ruins are missing. Other things that I really dislike are... I'm trying to think of like changes that were made that I'm not a huge fan of. Most of these new start positions are amazing / god tier. The only one I'm not a fan of is obviously a Lithanar, but CA has already publicly commented that they're going to be changing a Lithanar start position, so I'm not going to penalize them for that because they're already working on fixing it. I really enjoy a lot of the campaigns. Most of the characters that were really bad are a lot better. Tretch starting in Crookback Mountain makes him a much better experience. Nakai is very fun. Tehenowin's personal tree is vastly improved.
Chakax is described as statue-like, never moving, only exploding to life when danger is near. How could CA implement this in the game? Should he move slowly, but attack super fast?
The best way to represent that would just be that Nakai doesn't really have idle animations. Like, when he's holding still and waiting for a fight, he literally holds completely and utterly still. One thing they could potentially do for Nakai is maybe improve his... there's a type of speed stat in the game that I think's called your... Oh, God, I forget. It's called acceleration. There's a stat called acceleration that most of the time isn't, like, visible. But acceleration and deceleration refer to how fast your character can start moving and stop moving. So maybe for Chakax, something clever they could do is make him hold very still. Like, he just doesn't move at all when he's, like, in idle position. And then when he does move, like, his acceleration is like 200%. So he's able to go from, like, not moving to being full movement very quickly. Are there more field battles? I've encountered a fair number of field battles. Oh, is the hat very distracting? Because I would actually love it if I could have it off. It would be infinitely cooler. If y'all are cool with me doing without the hat, I'm going to go without the hat. I'm going to be honest. All right, nice. We've got our first point for Quetzal, so all of our Soros, Croxagores, Temple Guard, and Nakai now have 10% missile resist, which is excellent. How does Chakax look? Google it. That is the best advice I can give you right now. He's absolutely gorgeous. I love Nakai. Or Chakax. I mean, I love Nakai too. But yeah, Chakax is honestly one of the best, genuinely one of the best looking characters in the Lizardman roster. Not even kidding. But anyway, overall, I'm very happy with this game. I'm extremely happy with this game. It feels like a relaunch of Warhammer 3, and as I've said, while it is not perfect, it is vastly improved. I still think there's a lot of fixes that need to happen, but like The new diplomacy system with the old factions is great. A lot of the old factions have received very, very significant changes that make them feel a lot better. Between like personal campaigns, like some characters like Tretch Craventail, Tehinuin, Nakai, and such. The vampire counts just in general are substantially more fun to play and vastly improved. All the characters that were missing campaigns are now much better, with like Balthazar or Volkmar the Grim, Helman Gorst, and Grombrindal. A lot of the parts of the world that used to be significantly more boring are now pretty exciting. Most notably Lustria, the Southlands, the Badlands. They've done a really, really good job. Now that Blood and Gore is in the game, it helps a lot. It makes battles just way more interesting to watch, and also makes Khorne actually feel like Khorne. Is streamer cosplaying? Yes. I am cooling down for a little bit, so I don't have my like full head on. But yes, I have gone full cosplay. Fuchao is her big city. I believe that is correct. Up here.
Cheered. X100. Did they maybe fix Crone?
It may be Shiwu though.
Voyage betraying you?
I don't know. I honestly have not played with Hellebron. I'm gonna be honest. That is another change I did like, though. The new Dark Elf slave system, so much better. We'll auto-resolve this one. All right, I'm going to start working on Shalanka. Because I really want to get the plus 25 magic capacity. Because that legit lets Nakai have some of the best magic in the game. Like, that is some of the most magic you can have, which is crazy strong. We'll get Ancient Cunning. Soltor, thank you so much for the 5 gift sub. Fuchao is basically Warhammer Shanghai. Maybe? I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to... Unfortunately, I don't have, like, a lot of great reference material for that. I have to basically, like, try to get, like, Andy Hall in a call with me, or go look at other calls I have had with Andy Hall to see if I can get some answers. All right, so we could go ahead and recruit a Scar veteran. I think I want to wait, though. I think I want to save up for this Salon of Distinction so I can get some extra. Oh, there's a raid. Well, I got to put on my hat for a raid. That'll see. Thanks so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders, to the Nakai stream. Hello there. If you're new here, I'm Lore Master of Sotek. I'm Nakai. But if you're not familiar with me, I am one of the... I guess considered one of the premier authorities for Warhammer Fantasy literature. I am playing Immortal Empires as Nakai, and we are playing until Immortal Empires releases publicly. So if you're really eager to just have something to watch until release, then you've come to the right place. I really want the Golden Tributes, but that is a pretty rough quest battle, because it just has a lot of enemies. All right, let's head towards... They've also made some really nice changes, like you can move in stances. So like if I just want to stay in the encampment stance but know how far I'm going to move, I can literally just do that. So I could just be like, I'm going to stay in encampment stance. I'm going to move right here. That's really cool. Hey Lung, thanks so much for the $25 tip. Thank you very much.
Hai Lung donated $25. Does Khorne actually give a F about his minions and not expendable? He is about honor and stuff, right?
It depends on how, like, which worshippers of Khorne you're dealing with. Does the actual god Khorne care about honor? No. Khorne is the god of rage and the blood god. Thank you for the hydrate. You like my outfit? Well, I like your outfit because I can absolutely see you right now. And I gotta say, you are rocking those colors. Like, you look absolutely fabulous, darling. But anyway, Khorne. So the most important Khorne phrase to understand about Khorne is Khorne cares not from where the blood flows. Like, as long as... Oh, there's an ad. Okay. I'll wait. I'll wait for the ad, gamers. It's okay. I will wait for the ad.
Inquisitor Thomas
Don't worry. Somebody in chat tell them that they no need to panic. I'll wait. It's okay.
And Nakai? Are there any other secret identities you're hiding from US?
Maybe. Perhaps. I'm known by many names.
Another
John Landy George, thanks so much for the tier. What's up?